want to know why the Joker and the Chinese guy are so obsessed with my divine path in life. It's like she wants me to go in hiding and I'm tagged, and she's also been sexually violent with me and it's a crime and nobody's investigating it. Instead, she's held it hostage and I'm being kept as a $20 hoe, and it's not who I was. I feel like the world is injustice, and if I'm demanding for real crime to be investigated, why would a lawyer be allowed to do this for 20 years to just stop any justice? I've been sexually violated. I'm not a sexual person. I want to hear in public what Leanne is saying about my sex life. I want to know about James, because this isn't a democracy. This is tyranny. These guys kidnapped me 2018 and sexually assaulted me and threw me into the toilet of the cops and told everybody I'm a shit stain. In that time, I wanted to get Jenny back, and I put a lot of effort into identity theft, and I tried, and then basically was kidnapped again 2024 and stolen from Sweden, and they just started to do these massive Hall of Fames, which is identity theft. I was never a side chick. My value of $1 is not who I am. This is somebody that's been battered, and basically Joker and this Chinese have control of all of my friends and family, and so does John. This is Jenny, and I'm a successful person. I was a community worker. I had all these hobbies that were really successful and bringing me money. I had a structured life. I was active. I had spiritual pursuits, and I had a lot of friends and meaningful jobs. What made me have a downfall? The rebel motorcycle gang constantly putting me online, sexual assault, sexual violence, constant theft of my work, and making other women publicly getting honoured for what I've worked for, and using people like Disney and Nickelodeon and TMC and Taylor Swift and these massive police units to just, and the military, to completely steal what's mine. These gangs have real sophisticated equipment to, you look it up, it's called gang stalking, and it's called spyware and surveillance, electronic harassment, and they start downloading people's data and start mimicking it. And he wanted to mimic my success and esteem, and that's what their lawyer Dennis was saying. He said what they were doing was filming me every day and mimicking my drip drying paint, my artwork, and he wanted his girlfriend to be successful. And basically this Joker beats the shit out of me, and so does John. They beat the shit out of me, and then they make these Asians that they get attached to overseas because they can't see that they're tiny dick men that can't really get a female. So they don't want real women to be successful. They want to find women and just keep handing gifts from other women and transferring their creative work, their self-esteem to other people. He's even gated all of my friends and family with all this law, so I can't see anybody I know. It's abuse, and I'm protesting. This is my downfall. Constant degrading for about 7 years of a shit stain. When does it end? When does America pay me back? And when does Japan pay me back, in Italy? You can't hold me hostage with no keys. I am protesting about Kiki because for years you laboured me next to her and you still have not paid me a goddamn cent. I am protesting. I have never been a sexual person. You guys are preying on me when I'm vulnerable and had nobody to help me, and I'm not going to put up with it, because gang stalking is a case of other people projecting all this darkness onto you while you're trapped. So when you're getting attacked as a dog, you react, and they'll film it on TikToks and you look crazy. And it's not the full story. They'll be banging on my walls, banging upstairs. The downfall of Jenny, giving me male hormones because he wants me to be a masculine, not a divine feminine. He wants all the Asians for his producer work. It's like these gangsters are allowed to do no wrong. The UK government just keeps paying and paying for them to be violent to me. crimes to make me look old before my time, and now they're trying to gate up all the rights to go to work. They're trying to gate up my soul. They're trying to gate up my heart. They're trying to gate up all my friends, which shows really, really sadistic group of men colonizing to make Arab my landlord's business, and all the violence that his business has done to me is constantly buried. The Japan war crimes of the toilet video, the Epstein medical reports and ongoing banking reports, keeping me in hostile situations. I don't have rights. I want to end slavery. Neurotoxins, labouring without reward, loss of support, bad rubbish cops, and internet. I was a white light woman of healing energy. If you don't believe me, it's not my fault. He's transferring all of my wealth to these other women. Everything I work for, he just throws me in the toilet, and then he'll transfer it, and he'll get my cousins together and be like, you're the voice of love. But he's just gotten away with putting all these chemicals up my nose and all this lead poisoning, and I want justice. I want somebody to come and investigate with forensics against this massive criminal group that wants to keep destroying my talents, because my talent is to do with my voice and my healing, and I don't want to stop it. I don't think Joker, just because he wants this girl to be better than me, and John should just spend their mafia money ruining my life. This empire of chicken, he's actually cheated me out of being like a very, very genuinely saintly person. I got martyred. I want my rights back off these people.